Bonjour YouTube, welcome back to our channel. Where is Sinan? Sinan is at work and I'm on vacation. So I thought I would record an episode for you about Paris. So, on y va! So before I start today's episode, I have to say that Paris is still my most favorite city in the world. I love this city more than any other city. However, I think when we love something, we need to also recognize its negative sides and recognize its bad points. You know, makes life easier. So today I'm going to be talking to you about 10 hard truths about Paris. Now, truth number 1. Whenever you're in Paris, you have to take a picture with the Eiffel Tower, otherwise no one will believe you that you were here. Now, the thing with Eiffel Tower is that in 2017-18, there has been a change around it. Before you could walk under and through it without any obstruction. And it was an amazing experience because you didn't have to go up the tower, you didn't have to pay anything, you just could walk through, enjoy the tower, look up, and it looks amazing. And you can see the photos. And, you know, you look at it and you just continue with your day. You know, the queues were on the sides and it was easy and nice. Then the mayor or the mairie town hall decided that, hey, listen, we need to do a project to secure the area. They said that it was after the Paris attacks, they decided to secure the area around it. But there is a discussion where people say that the solution wasn't good, and I'm not going to be talking about that. I will just warn you that when you go to the Eiffel Tower, prepare yourself for a little bit of a headache at the ground floor. The tower is now surrounded by the glass fence on two sides, and then the other two sides, the sides, they are surrounded by fence, and you literally have to go through like scanning, metal detectors, which is a good thing, I guess. Metal detectors is a good thing. You have to go through all of that. People still queue outside, you know, so I don't know how it works, but like, people still queue outside before going in. They go in and they have to go through all of these procedures. You can't go under the tower anymore unless you pay for the entrance and unless you queue outside. And yeah, that's a minus for those who live here, or even for the tourists who used to come here and easily go through just under it. It was amazing. So the second negative point is, since a couple of years now, or even more, the current mayor, she claims to be ecological. She wants to transform the city into a velo-friendly city, so city that's friendly for the bikes. It started on a massive scale during the first lockdown that we had in 2020. They installed temporary yellow separations on streets for just to create the bike lanes, and now it's more and more and more. However, there's a lot of criticism for it because they've rearranged on some streets they have rearranged the direction how you can drive, and also some streets have lost a lot of space. Like, let's take the street Rue Rivoli. It's the one that runs along the Louvre. They literally took several lanes for the bikes, and now the cars and the bus, they basically just have 2 lanes and they can't do anything. No, not even 2 lanes, I think it's 1 lane. And basically, if you are in a car, if you're in a taxi, or if you are taking a bus, expect to have a lot of traffic jam. Expect to be stuck every now and then. If you take a bus, it may take you longer than you expected because of these new policies. How do you move around Paris? Well, this brings me to the third point, and it's the metro. The metro is extremely efficient in Paris. It can take you pretty much anywhere. Because the metro is quite old, it's over 100 years old. Initially it was designed in a way that you wouldn't have to walk more than 5 minutes approximately between the stations, which is great. But what's the drawback? The drawback is that you have to be vigilant. You have to be vigilant because it's busy, can be smelly, can be dirty, and most important thing, there are pickpocketers, and you know, in some areas you can even see some really dodgy people. So you gotta be vigilant. Some stations even give you the announcement in different languages like English, Japanese, Chinese, where they basically say there are pickpocketers on the line, so please be careful. Literally, they announced that. So that's a drawback about the metro, so you got to be vigilant, but it's the hard truth. Point number 4, continuing with the metro, this is a bigger drawback of the metro. The negative thing is that you will smell the pee. You will smell the pee in the corridors, especially. Not everywhere, but you will smell it. It's a well-known thing. People call it a cliché about Paris, I guess, I don't know, but you will smell the pee on the metro. Not inside the train, but you will definitely smell it in the corridors. So, and some of the places look really like dated, but the good thing is that RATP, the company that manages the metro, so the trains, basically everything, all the network, what they've been doing is that they've been putting a lot of resources into renovating older lines and also renovating older lines stations, which is a great thing. Also, one more thing just to add about being vigilant on the metro is that pay extreme attention at the stations that are like main train stations, so Gare de Lyon, Gare du Nord, Gare de l'Est, Saint-Lazare, Montparnasse. At those stations, pay special attention, be vigilant, and also at the stations that are around the tourist areas, just because, you know, it's safer that way. And don't look like a tourist. Don't stand there going, oh yeah, I don't know, or don't use don't stand there with a map, unfold everything and speak loudly in English, so people will just, you know, people will not really bother, but the pickpocketers may actually clock you, so don't do that. Now the next item on my list, I think we're on number 5, it's the rats, and not ratatouille kind of rats, no. The mayor has been criticized heavily for this because literally there are rats at the parks. There are rats on boulevards. You can see them. There are countless and countless and countless of videos where the rats just run around. And I've seen several rats myself. And yeah, so if you don't like rats, for instance, if you decide to sit by the Eiffel Tower, there is like a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area in general. Over there you can see rats. They will run around. You can see them. Not everywhere, like it's not like you come there and they will start dancing in front of you, of course not. But you will see the rats. You will see the rats. And it's the reality, it's the hard truth about Paris. Number 6 is of course the construction. The never-ending construction in this city. You will see it everywhere. Fine, it's a big city. Fine, it needs constant redevelopment, upkeep and everything. And I understand that. I understand it. But I just don't understand why in Paris it feels a little bit more. You see a lot of construction that's ongoing, but also there are situations where it seems like they've just left the equipment and they never picked it up. This is the thing that kind of gets on my, you know, under my skin a little bit, because the city is so beautiful. The city is absolutely stunning. The city has this amazing historic fabric of buildings, of the furniture, of the, like, let's say, like the lampposts, fountains that are also disappearing for some reason and being replaced with a very hideous thing. Then the benches, all of this is supposed to be in harmony. And what's happening right now is that some of these pieces are being removed, and on top of that you've got this construction that keeps on going on, so it's a little bit bizarre. Another point is there are a lot of scammers. There are a lot of scammers around the tourist areas. We don't really notice them anymore because we are kind of used to them and we don't let them close to us or anything of that sort most of the time. But what they do, especially around the tourist areas, what they do is that they approach you and they go, "Do you speak English?" Don't reply to them. If anyone comes up to you and tells you, "Do you speak English?" or "Hello, how are you?" or anything else in English, okay, ignore them. Don't reply. Or you can reply in French. You can say, "No, no, no, merci," and then you just keep on going. The best thing is not to say anything, just keep on going. Don't sign anything. Don't let them put any bracelets on you. Don't let them give you a flower. What else do they do? Don't let them tell you, "Oh, I found a ring that fell in front of you." No, just don't. It's all scam. Point number 8. Let me see what it is. I forgot. Speaking of scammers, now that we're done with that part, number 8 is some areas are not safe in Paris, especially at night. Just You probably see that same thing in every big city, you know, but I'm speaking about Paris. That's the hard truth about Paris. Some areas are not safe. Now, for example, there is an area between 18th and 19th arrondissement. It's called Stalingrad, and it's a station, and around it. Don't go there at night. It's not a good place to be, because recently, the past 2 years, there've been a lot of controversy about that place due to the fact that there are a lot of addicts and dealers there, and there have been some clashes between the residents and the people. So if you want to avoid anything of that sort, just don't go there, especially at night. Especially at night. During the day, okay, maybe it's fine, but at night, no, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And of course, if you want to get more detail, our video up here will show you and tell you what you can do in Paris, and the tips and everything. You can see all of the things. Number 9 is customer service in Paris. I don't know how to put it in nice words, but customer service here could be better. It's just how it is, okay? Don't expect going into a place, especially like stores and stuff, where they be like, oh hi, how can I help you? How are you doing? Unless it's like a really, really expensive store, and even there it will be a bit But normally, customer service here is just whatever, you know? Like, it's not that great. It's not that great. Restaurants as well. Don't fight with the waiter before you get your food. But that's like, I think that's a global rule. You never fight with a waiter. You never argue with a waiter before you get your food. Never. And you never say anything bad about the food before you get it, or about the chef or anything of that sort. Because if you do, good luck. So don't expect customer services to be superb in here, because they're not. It's different. In other cities of France, by the way, it's better. That's one thing I noticed. Other cities of France, the customer service is better. Paris, for some reason, Tofi wants to join the... Don't scratch your ear. Don't scratch your ear. Stop it. Yeah, I know, stop. But Paris, customer service... I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And the final hard truth about Paris. 10. Number 10. It's expensive. It is very expensive. Paris is an expensive city, but you can still enjoy it without spending so much. Thanks to the beautiful architecture, thanks to free parks, thanks to some places where you can go, let's say for instance like Galerie Lafayette, you can on Haussmann Boulevard, you can go up all the way to the roof for free, and you have the most beautiful view of the city. It's for free. You go to Montmartre, beautiful view of the city, for free. Some of the museums, they're free first Sunday of the month, except the summer season. You gotta check their website in advance and then you will see. But normally it's from, I would say, October until May or April, where every first Sunday of the month, the museums are free, majority of them. Not only museums, but also some chateaus, some, what else could it be? Museums and chateaus, yeah. So you can enjoy that, and it's beautiful. And of course, if you want to spend the cash, people will be happy for you to spend the cash here. You can enjoy really good cuisine, you can enjoy a really good, you can have amazing experience in Paris if you have money, and you can have amazing experience in Paris if you don't have that much money. These are my 10 points, negative points, or hard truths about Paris. These are the 10 hard truths about living here or visiting here. I hope this video was helpful. Sinan actually approved the points with me. He agreed. We put them together. It's just I'm recording by myself. And if you like this type of content, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Press the notification bell as well. And if you really, really like us, if you really want to support our work, you can always buy us a coffee. Via the link below. Via the link below. My goodness, today I am... Anyway, merci for joining us. Au revoir.